Welcome to the Gus Alva Perspective, a video cast that embraces the notion of gratitude and abundance over the mindset of fear and scarcity. As a board certified psychiatrist, I oftentimes am asked several poignant questions. Among those is it better to be book smart or is it better to be life smart? And that's the theme that we're going to touch on in this video cast, the difference between being book smart and being life smart, because in fact, both are important. And while being book smart and life smart are oftentimes utilized to differentiate between different types of intelligence and knowledge, are both valuable. And they encompass distinct skills and approaches in understanding and navigating the world that we live in. Through this video cast, we're going to delve the differences between being book smart and being life smart, their respective advantages, and how they might complement one another. So let's start with being book smart. That's an area in which I can certainly tell you a fair amount of. Pursuing a practice in medicine encompasses not only regular schooling, but a lot of advanced training, to the point that, not only do you have to finish college, you got to go to medical school for 4 years, you got to do a specialty in psychiatry and neurology for another 4 years, and then finally, you're off to the races to be able to help out people. So having academic knowledge is having a proficiency in formal education and academic subjects. So this includes a deep understanding of concepts, theories, and information that's typically gained through studying textbooks, attending classes, and completing assignments. In so doing, being book smart means that you have analytical skills. And what this means is the ability to think logically, to solve complex problems, and to analyze data. Book smart individuals oftentimes excel in standardized tests, academic writing, and research, an area I'm deeply acquainted with. Having a theoretical understanding is also another great example of being book smart, because knowledge that is oftentimes abstract and theoretical focuses on principles and ideas rather than practical applications. But this can also be a beautiful platform for additional discovery. And that then means that to be book smart, you need to have this structured learning, a learning within a structured environment such as a school, a university, where information is organized and presented in a systematic manner. Now, being life smart or being street smart is a different thing. This speaks towards practical knowledge. So the ability to navigate everyday situations effectively is a great entry point to consider this concept. This includes skills like managing finances, understanding social dynamics, solving practical problems. That then also means that emotional intelligence gets embedded here. You need to have the ability to be able to read and understand and respond to the emotions, not only of yourself, but also of others. Being life smart, individuals oftentimes excel in communication, empathy, as well as relationship building. And to have street smarts, you need to have adaptability. You need to have the capacity to adapt to new and changing situations, to think on your feet, to make quick decisions based on experience as well as intuition. It also entails experiential learning. That means that you're learning through experiences. You're learning through observations. You're learning through interactions rather than formal education. And this evolves through real life challenges and practical experiences. So, having now delineated the difference between both, let's take a look at some advantages of one and the other. Some of the advantages of being book smart are that, if you're book smart, you have a deep knowledge base. Book smart people oftentimes possess extensive knowledge in specific fields, and that enables them to excel in academic and professional settings that require specialized expertise. That also means that they're good critical thinkers. They have the ability to critically analyze information, think logically, And by the way, that's essential for problem solving in complex and technical areas. And oftentimes there's going to be some sort of a qualification or credentialing process. Give you an example. I happen to be a distinguished member of the Psychiatric Association within the American Academy. I'm also a you know a board certified psychiatrist, and I have board certification in psychiatry and neurology. So that makes me highly specialized. That means that there's been formal education. It provides degrees. It provides certifications that are oftentimes prerequisites for certain careers and professional advancements. And oftentimes that means that there's going to be some sort of research skill built in. And that's the ability to conduct thorough research and understand scientific methods and to contribute to not only the academic, but also the scientific field and its advances. But now let's take a look at what the advantages of being life smart are. So if you are a practical problem solver, that means that you're a life smart individual and you excel in addressing and resolving everyday problems. You're resourceful and resilient in a variety of situations. That also means that you've got good interpersonal skills, strong social communication skills, which are crucial for building and maintaining relationships, networking, and having effective teams in play. Now, being life smart also means that you're adaptable and flexible. And that means that in new environments and situations, you'll definitely be able to figure out what's going on. That's beneficial in dynamic and unpredictable circumstances, right? And for survival skills, obviously, that helps you navigate the real world challenges. If you're not financially literate, you're going to be in trouble. If you don't have the street sense to walk around in certain neighborhoods, that's going to be bad news. And if you're not a practical decision maker, then obviously that's going to be a problem. But ultimately, it's not a bad idea to integrate being both book smart and life smart. Because while being book smart and life smart represent different types of intelligences, they're not mutually exclusive. And integrating both can lead to a more rounded and effective approach to life. So that then means that, if we have, for example, internships or practical training that could complement theoretical learning, that's a beautiful marriage of both. Throughout life, we embrace both structured education and experiential learning, and that, by the way, will ensure continued growth. Being open to learning from books or experiences and interactions enriches one's perspective and abilities. And obviously, being balanced is not a bad thing, right? If you have both analytic and interpersonal skills, that'll prepare any individual for diverse challenges. For instance, if you've got a scientist with strong communication skills, they can effectively share their findings and collaborate with others. In fact, that is one of the endeavors that I most cherish, being able to speak with colleagues and talk about advances within the field that we work in, so that we can better help out the people that come in seeking out our help. By having this enhanced problem solving, that basically means that we're utilizing both book knowledge and practical experience, and that leads to innovation and effectiveness, right? And so ultimately, that's a very important set of skills to have. So as you can see, the distinction between being book smart and life smart highlights different ways in which we acquire and apply knowledge. But a mindset of abundance and gratitude allows us the understanding that while book smart individuals excel in academic and analytic settings, life smart individuals thrive in practical and social environments. Both forms of intelligence, by the way, are so valuable and can complement one another, leading to a more versatile, adaptive individual. And by recognizing and integrating the strengths of both, we can certainly navigate the complexities of life in a more effective manner and achieve a greater sense of balance and fulfillment. And so I thank you now for having been with us in the Gus Alva Perspective, reviewing this particular theme of which is better. Is it better to be book smart or is it better to be life smart? And I would say at the end of the day that it's better to be both. Thank you. Have a phenomenal rest of the day.